Hey guys, this is Josh here. So for my value speech, I talked about honesty and integrity. And I did that in front of an audience, which consisted of family members. So of course they're going to tell me, oh, you did great, you did this right, you did that right. Everything was just perfect. But honestly, we all know nobody's perfect. We need stuff we have to work on. So going back to my other speeches, I found some reoccurring improvements that I can make. And the first one being, I need to speak up. A lot of people have trouble hearing me. My voice is just lower, and I don't project it well enough to be heard. And this is a pretty big problem because what's the point of a speech if you can't hear it? So the reason that I kind of don't is because I feel like I'm loud enough and I feel like I can be heard, because when you hear yourself, you don't realize that nobody else can hear you. So a way to fix that is to, I guess, just kind of imagine that I'm sitting here talking to my grandfather, who is really hard to hear, and you almost have to yell to kind of make sure you're heard. But maybe that's something I'll try in my future speeches. Another thing that comes up a bunch is gestures. I don't use my hands a lot. Well, a reason being that I don't feel like I don't really do this is because I feel like it kind of draws a lot of attention on myself. And my personality is more like laid back, kind of under the radar. I don't really want to be like right up in your face, like as hand gestures just draw everything to you. But in a speech, you need them. It makes you seem more engaged and it gets the audience more involved. Another thing that I need to work on is facial expressions. Because when I'm sitting here doing my speeches, I tend to just sit here and just talk like I normally would. But when you're talking to somebody, if you just sit here with a blank face, they're gonna feel like you don't care about what you're talking about. You're not interested. You're just sitting there just to pass the time. Well, facial expressions make you look more engaged, more involved, and it makes you seem like you actually care about what you're talking about. So that's another thing to fix as I'm going throughout this course. Thanks for listening to me.